Hey there guys, it's Metro and we are back again. And today we are going to pretty much wrap up this playthrough here. The first chapter of this playthrough is getting to 50 and we are pretty much there. I mean, we're going to finish up this zone. Presumably that's going to get us pretty close to where we want to be. I don't know if it will or not. And then after that, I've decided I'm going to head to the Legion and quickly do the Order Hall stuff. I just feel like that would be a good way to end the actual leveling portion of this. Presumably, we'll be getting a fair amount of leveling there, a fair amount of experience from that too. So that's my goal. I don't know what the rest, what all of that looks like in terms of episodes, but I would like to do that. There was one thing I really wanted to do as well. I had been thinking about this. It was get the. There was two things that I really want to do. Get the hidden artifact appearance for the rep paladin done, and get Shadowmourne, Ashmourne. Anyway, get Shadowmourne, and I don't think I'm going to do that on this character. These things are very lengthy processes, and I would like to do that on a separate character simply because I want to get this character leveled as fast as I can. So we're going to do that today. We're going to hopefully get to 50, and we will have, whatever archaeology exploits ahead of us. That's our next league for this, and we'll probably, I don't know if we'll make it like a different series. I might, honestly, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I don't know what to expect from that, but I want to get that character to 50 as soon as possible because I want to. I also want to try continuing to level while at 50 in classic zones. That is something that I don't know how. I think I have tried it before. I don't actually know how much I have tried it. But I think it doesn't work very well, obviously. And certainly past 50, it's definitely not going to work. So we're going to find out because now with Chromie time, you could effectively scale yourself to 50 at any time. The problem is the quests just give, like, pretty much nothing, if I remember correctly. So I have to turn our fancy playthrough thing on. Yeah, so whatever's left over here, I don't actually know. Yeah, I think there's like at least, well, there's those two quests that I haven't finished. Then we go to the tower. I don't know what's at the tower, but then I know there's two quests on the left side of the zone there. So there's a lot of optional quests in the zone, it seems. I mean, maybe there's even more somewhere. I don't know, but I don't know what actually happens if you go to this side of the zone now. I'd imagine either nothing's there at all or all the mobs are just undead now. And I was thinking about that. I don't think this is actually why, but all those mobs being undead, is that something to do with the Lich King and the Death Knight stuff in Wrath? I think it might actually be. But it doesn't seem like looking back to what the Death Knight zone is, like it definitely doesn't interact with Tyr's hand directly, and it also doesn't seem to. Does it raise them? I don't actually know. Unsure, but that's a topic for another day. But I was thinking about doing that. I have another character that, another paladin that's actually level like 44 or something right now, so I think that would be an interesting thing. I could do those two things on that character. What I need is a character on my second account, which I just committed to 6 months on to try to get the recruiter friend stuff. I need to get that. I need to get a character to 50 on that account so I could potentially boost myself in the content. Like some of these challenges might not be able to be soloed on a leveling character, but I would like to still do them. And I think the best way to do that would be have a second account character that basically I just dual box on, and that's probably what I'll do. I just need to find the time to level. So many ideas, guys. Like, it's a bit maddening. I feel something's probably not good about this mentality. Like, I literally just sit here all day and think about cool ways to play WoW. It's kind of scary. It's like very scary, actually. It really, I'm not even lying. It's like actually concerning me. It's like affecting my sleep and my thought process on other topics. Like, I've completely lost all interest in like competitive content at this point. I'm fully embrace these leveling challenges as like the main activity I'm doing right now in the game. And I guess that's not unexpected considering the season. You know, we're still in season 1 of BFA when this is, or BFA, Shadowlands when this is being published, so, or being recorded. So it's been a long season, no doubt. So I guess it's not. I'm sure a lot of people are in that boat, but it's just kind of scary at how much time I'm putting into. Like I'll tell you, about probably like a month and a half ago when me and Sai started the new project we had been working on about gaming, about in general it's called. Um, we were so busy with that I really kind of fell out of love with WoW for a while there because I didn't really feel like I was able. I had to pretty much stop streaming and stop doing the normal things I was doing, and start focusing on the abode stuff, and that kind of, yeah, just kind of wasn't involved in WoW for a while, so it made it hard to stay in love with it. And obviously, you know, the season dragged on, and Mythic Plus was a nightmare, and all this stuff. So I definitely, there was like probably like a month or so where I was just like really not enjoying much about the game, period. And then, you know, taking that time off, and I guess, you know, Classic has helped with this, but my God, have I come roaring back. Like, I'm not sure the resurgence that I've ever been through, an emotional resurgence for any topic like this. This is insane. I can do nothing but think about this game and all the variety of ways that I would like to play it. So, good thing for anybody who might be watching this, but the few of you that there are probably aren't enough to compensate for my madness. It does feel that way. It feels like I've become wholly obsessed. I'll be Stalvin Mismantle next. The game will turn on me and I will murder it. That's just not even funny, honestly. Not even funny to say that out loud, but no, hopefully nothing like that will ever occur. And purely a hobby. A passion of interest. And that's where it stops. Okay, that was a little dark, but honestly, very strange. Some very strange things were said there. So let's focus on the gameplay. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going to get this character. We're going to finish this zone up really quick. I don't know. There's probably like 30 minutes left of gameplay. And then we're going to head all the way back. We have to... Yes, we have to get rep too. That's another thing we need to do. I need to get rep with the Iron Forge, whatever faction. So in order to do that, I need to buy a tabard, and we'll probably make a stop and farm that out. I need 10k rep, and simply does not seem... We leveled for 2.5 hours, and we never saw an AV queue, so that seemingly is just not possible for whatever reason. Maybe you're just not even allowed to queue as a solo battleground or something, or maybe it only puts you in battleground groups with other people who queue solo, but something seems very wrong there. I don't understand, like, how that's possible. I've been in that queue for probably a cumulative like 10 hours and never got in, so something's wrong. Not sure what it is. Yeah, I definitely think regular wings is way better for this character. Certainly seems like it's working. Okay, that's it for this burn the corpse thing. We just need one more skeleton, one more skull, and we're done with this chapter. Well, I don't know if there's any more, but presumably we're done with this portion. Two quests here. This music, honestly, I'll tell you, I can only take it for so long. I just ate, so I'm in like great mood, obviously. Coming off like 25-hour fast, so as soon as like that hour after eating is, I was just like very relaxing. But I will be as frustrated as I was before, I'd imagine, with God, that friggin' some of those mobs are just so annoying.
You need something? Have a good one.
No, we don't really need either of these. Okay, corpse beast. To the south, gutless cultists are focused on a grim task, reanimating enormous hulks of flesh to create giants known as corpse beasts. Lucky for us, these giants are still lifeless in a week. Take this charm. Using it will place a font of holy energy on the ground. If you can manage to place 3 of them near one of the corpse beasts that the cultists are reanimating, the holy energy should overload it, destroying its body forever.
See you later.
Where is this? Down there. Okay, well, this has got to be the end of it for now. It's a strange area. Oh, I see. The dogs. Well, not just the dogs. Couple things. Yo, necromancy though. In the last episode I was talking about the short Warcraft 3 endeavor I had. Creating a map of Lordaeron. Oh, Lightwell, that's cool. That working? Do we have to actually kill all of them? Anyway, and I was thinking about it, like, oh man, what a cool idea that is. It was, the idea was simply born out of my love for this area. Like, this zone used to be something huge, right? Like, it's more than just the Plaguelands. Like, it's also Lordaeron, like the most, pretty much the most important storyline driven area in the game. And I feel like giving it its proper due is you know, fun. Let's carry on. Take this charm. Oh, you need to place 3 of them. I see, and they need to be a certain yardage away. That's, I might have fucked it up already. I think I did, yeah. This one is way too close to place a 3rd one. Okay, we did it. So you don't technically have to kill them all, but obviously it's going to be very difficult to do this without killing them all. So we go. Yeah, like a consecrate critting like that. That's kind of wild, actually. Yeah, these guys are like chunking me though. Holy shit. That was a big ass heal too. How is that? That's definitely more than 10 yards away. You can't do it in combat. Yeah, you definitely gotta kill them. Anyway, so we were talking about the Lordaeron thing. So I was thinking like, oh, what a cool idea that is. Get to explore kind of like the Scarlet Crusade stuff. And then I'm thinking like, wait a second, no, the time that I'm making this take place in, the Scarlet Crusade isn't present. That's not the case. And I was like, yeah, whatever, you know, it's all fan fiction or whatever. Like, you know, it doesn't really matter. It's not gonna be for like general consumption anyway. It's just gonna be for me playing it and having fun. And then I was thinking, wait a second, what a cool idea it would be if we had like a kind of opposite approach where we play as the Scarlet Crusade and we come and take back all these lands from the Scourge. And so instead of all of the towns and stuff I'm creating being occupied by human, you know, the race human forces in Warcraft 3, I can make them all occupied by undead forces. And then I could take a human faction that's like dark red color or whatever, something that makes sense, and play as like a paladin. There's like a paladin that has Ashbringer in that game for some reason. I don't know if Blizzard knows why that is, but it is the case. Anyway, I could take that character and pretend that's Tyrion or whatever, and just, I don't know, something cool like that. Or maybe Alexandros Morgraine, actually, that would make more sense. But anyway, it sounds even more interesting, because I really like playing as human, but I feel like the game is best played as orcs. Like, it just feels more, I don't know. Doing a custom map as orcs feels very good, so. But anyway, yeah, so I could do three, this is what I was thinking, three versions. So one is, say it's controlled by humans, okay? And then orcs take over, okay? Kind of like the Second War, that would be it. The other one would be it's controlled by humans and undead take over. So you play as undead instead of orcs. And then the third one would be it's controlled by undead and maybe there's some orcs there too in some camps. And you take over it as human. You retake it as human. And I actually kind of already made a map like that. I have a map that's like kind of set in a zone that looks like it might be Lordaeron. And it's like there's eight teams or eight like enemies. 4 of them are undead, 4 of them are orc, and they're against each other, and you just kind of, you know, choose what you want to do. But it was a pretty good map, honestly, and that's kind of set the stage for all of it. I'm never going to do this. Literally, I don't have time for all this shit as it is. Talking about leveling characters just to level other characters, like that's... When would I possibly have time for that as well? I don't. It's not going to happen, so... I will say, I don't know if it's good or bad, but ever since losing my job last year, I have had plenty of time for exercising these thoughts. Well, let's put it that way. Oh, look at the shields. Oh, it's an undead that we're turning this into. I don't get many visitors, abominations mostly. Can I help you with something? Yeah. High Beacon's parcel. Is Argus safe? Did something happen? Oh, every time Argus comes plodding through the Plaguewood, I fear that it will be his last. It's good to see that he's wise enough to send a young blood like you instead. Okay, so counter plague research. I've never done these quests before. I once worked with the so-called Banshee Queen Sylvanas as an apothecary. I used to admire her, but something's changed within her. She's not herself anymore. I broke my vows with the Forsaken and joined the Crusade. Now I use my knowledge of alchemy to seek a counter plague agent. And the Plaguewood is the perfect place to do so. I need to resupply a few reagents, any of which can be found within the Plaguewood. I'll pay you if you can find any of these items. That's a weird quest. Is that actually a Cata quest? Like, what the hell's that about? Okay, Rotberries, disembodied arms, and one... What the hell is all this? I like to check in on Augustus and Terradale every once in a while, just to make sure he's still alright. Some of us undead cope with the plague better than others, I suppose. Terradale is west of here. Would you mind checking in on him for me? Oh, okay, so that's actually the end of the zone then right there. Okay, this is all over here. Oh, I see it's stuff on the ground. Well, hopefully that means it's going to be limited combat, but I'm sure that won't actually be true. On top of all this, I'd very much like to level characters in TBC. So now that I have multiple accounts, I was thinking about leveling characters in TBC and taking them into key dungeons and key areas and making videos on that too. Like, I'd been doing these playthroughs and making videos on some of these zones that I really admire. But it would be cool to be able to do like something on like all the quest lines of Stratholme in Classic or something like that. So maybe we'll do that. Problem is, once you do them, they're gone. You can't, there's no party sync, let's put it that way, so you gotta be sure of what you're doing when you do it. Okay, well this went quick. These arms are not as plentiful, but we are done with the other. Flesh giant foot scrapings. My original idea was simply to level a character to 70 and play that and do that content, but then I started to realize, like, I think I would rather level multiple characters to 60 and dual box than level a single character to 70. That's how fucking bad TDC is in my eyes. Like, I don't know, man. I just can't do it. It's really bad. I guess I've just done it way too many times, you know what I mean? It's like Shadowlands already for me. Like, I just don't enjoy leveling characters through Shadowlands already. It's not that there's anything wrong with it. It's just I've done it more times than I wanted to, is all there is to it. Same with TBC. Where did this go? There was just a thing on the ground. Oh, it's like really, it blends in quite severely. And that's just down there then. Okay, this is gonna get annoying. It's getting warm out though. All afternoon it was like in the high 70s, and now it feels like it's rapidly approaching the high 80s, which is weird because it's 6 o'clock at night. Oh, this is that. I saw this before. I'm like, what the hell is that thing? I thought it was a cask, like a thing of beer or something. It's funny how they... This is... I have to admire World of Warcraft for this, because when I'm trying to design this Warcraft 3 map, the biggest stumbling block for me is making every inch of it feel relevant, and it's just not possible, sadly. Like, there's not... I'm just not good enough at it. I mean, it is possible, but not for me.
I'm listening.
I mean...
Trust no
I
one.
don't need either of the... I had a feeling that was going to happen. Okay, well, it is probably an upgrade, even though it has fucking parry on it. But certainly the weapon is not an upgrade. Okay, so I think we're almost done here. There's only like 2 quests here. Let's check one more time. I think we remember doing this. Presumably this is in here. I don't know where it could either be in here or in there. I don't know where it would be. Probably all kinds of mobs in here, right? Yeah. Oh, that's funny. These are the same mobs that the other quest asked me to kill anyway. Okay, well, if we do any holy lights here, it's probably going to aggro to the floor, which I wouldn't mind. Get these mobs out of the way. Doesn't look like that's happening, though. There's nothing above us. Nothing directly above us. I don't have any idea where this would be. Oh, there it is. Honestly, I should take a picture of that. But I don't have the ability to fly, so there wouldn't be much use to it. Oh, shit. Don't actually have that transmog. We're taking that. It's not even going to be worn, but we want the transmog. Cool. Okay, so that's one to remember. It's just... See, that's a really dumb spot for it. I love that it's in the inn, but why wouldn't you put it in one of the rooms or one of the other areas?
I see.
Where? That's gonna aggro that, isn't it? Oh, yes it is. Okay, things are about to get interesting now. We shall see how it goes. Try to keep some sustained so we're not Yeah, I kind of like this, how they all like just die at the same time. It's quite cool. Actually, it feels like very much like classic in that way because level 50 gear. Yeah.
Be quick about your business.
You come to the right place. No place better than Terradale. Yes, sirree. That's right. The Jewel of Lordaeron. The people of Terradale was sick, then they turned bad. Definitely not good times. The pigs, though, they also got sick. What did pigs do to deserve to get sick? Nothing. People I can forget about, but the bad pigs still make me sad. If you kill them, though, I might get happy.
Remember,
Okay.
patience.
I'm ready for business. What do you want? Oh, wait, I can't open up shop without my receipt book. How am I to keep track of things without my receipt book? I must have left it in town somewhere. I had a room at the inn. The book must be there. Bring me my book. Please bring it to me. Bring me my book and you'll see. I'll set up shop and you'll see that my prices are insane. I bet they are. Before the scourge came, I had a great business. I bought and sold everything. And my prices were insane. Just ask anyone. Anyone who's not dead. Well, what about this guy? Okay. It's gotta be some antiquated quest giver, huh? Oh, this is literally just kill 9 swine. Okay. Well, that we can do. I just love Paladins, man. I'm telling you. It is a fun class to play. Something about the idea, like the light and everything, is just very interesting to me as well. This would be like a legitimately strong... If I didn't have a two-hander on, I would be doing insane damage here. I assume I have the ability to heal myself. Maybe that's never the case with Holy Light. No, I think it is. I don't actually know how that part works. I'm pretty sure if I have a Beacon of Light on myself and I heal myself with Holy Light, I get a Holy Power. But maybe it's only when I heal somebody else. That would actually make sense. Because otherwise, you'd be able to just sit there and... I don't know, actually, I can't think of any reason why that wouldn't work. Actually, I do think Shield of the Righteous does not do that much damage for a Paladin anymore. Like, most of the damage is Consecrate and obviously Hammer of Wrath when you get Mad Paragon, the Legendary. Okay, well the inn is still cleared out, but we have to go upstairs now. And presumably it's back here, I think, yeah. Wait, did I not use wings? Guess it was not up. A lockbox. Also leather shoulders. Haste verse, just slightly better, yeah. Okay. Just slightly better. That's awkward. I immune to that disease or whatever that was, that curse off that I keep getting when I'm fighting these mobs. Anyway, okay. That's it. Set that to it. I wonder how difficult it was to make the whole world scale. Because did you see that quest item? It said required level 48. Like, that's interesting. The fact that even that scales. You know, there's like no way you could even get the item unless you're already on the quest, right? Yeah, my receipt book. I can't get wait to back to business. There it is. Oh my, I forgot how full it was. This is a glorious day. This is stupendous, insanely good, I say.
Our time will come.
And that's it. I can see them, or I see them. Can you? The little pig spirits on their way to the great sty in the sky. Alright, this dude's like actually insane.
Dark lady, watch
That is apparently it. Now he sells mushrooms. We don't want those. That was a very strange quest line. Okay, well that's it for the zone, seemingly, so. Yeah. Okay, time to get out of here. Now, I know there's path somewhere, as we had already come through here. Yeah, it's up there. Okay, so I'm going to go back to that path. Apparently, this path, these spiders in this path actually give Hardened Crusade rep, which is odd to me, but let's kill one and find out. I don't. Maybe you have to have been to Wrath for that to happen, because I don't. Actually, I guess we would know if we have Crusade. Yeah, we are honored, so apparently you get a lot of it, because don't know where I would have gotten that. 8771. I didn't even notice getting any. It's because my chat is not on. 8771. No, you don't get it. Must have been from a quest in this zone or something. Try to run through all this as quick as we can, but it'll be relatively difficult. A lot of iron nodes. Wow, that's a lot of iron actually, wow. Yeah, I don't think we're making it out of this one. Yeah, definitely not. Probably fine. Where are we now? Okay, let's just take rest sickness. Time to get the hell out of this zone, honestly. That's a very strange spot for a graveyard, though. The problem is we're going to pass all these rares that we're not going to be able to kill now with rest sickness. Okay, anyway, so we gotta go really far away. I don't know how we get there. Hinterlands. I forgot there's a path through there now. I think the play is to go this way, though. That's probably what we do. Thondroril River. Looks like there's a little dam there or something. Okay, so certainly didn't get as much experience as I would have liked to. It's a bit of a problem. Actually, can I even pass this? I guess we have to go up and around it. There's a lot of rares along the way that we're not going to be able to get now that I took rest sickness. I was actually kind of banking on that, to be honest. Maybe we can still kill them with rest sickness. Is that absurd? That's probably absurd. I'm not sure I've ever actually fought something with rest sickness. Apparently there was a... Oh, is that why they went to baseball? I was watching before the Euro Cup thing, and all of a sudden it just ended. I'm like, what the fuck? Somebody had like a... Something happened, I guess. Wait, the rest of the games happen? I don't get it. What's this guy's name? I know I need to know. Christian Erickson. That must be it. Game against Finland suspended. I can't believe how many iron nodes there are in this zone. It seems very strange. Well, the rare doesn't seem to be up anyway, so that's... I still don't fully understand why this is happening. There must be some others. Okay, let's try to kill it. We have 1.5k HP, but we're basically a god, so like I'm one of the best players in the game, right? Oh, am I? Holy shit. I'm not this good. Oh, that's flash of light. What the fuck am I doing? We basically just have to heal like the entire time. I don't think we can do anything but heal. Nah, we don't live this. This ain't gonna work. Actually, I don't know. We're not gonna like run out of mana or anything. Just need to like make sure it consecrates down. I think we can. I think we can kill it. Sometimes it doesn't seem like I'm healing at all. I don't know what's happening here. I guess I'm critting. Or maybe it's putting some kind of healing reduction on me. I mean, it's gonna eventually die as long as I don't die, but I think I do die. Let's just lay on hands. Holy shit! Just hit me for 70% of my health. God, yeah, I don't think we're surviving this. I should probably fucking stun him, huh? It should catch me up a bit. Just need to try to stay ahead, I guess. I mean, there's nothing else. Literally can't do anything else. Nothing I can do here. Yeah, okay. Well, we got a chance. Oh, my gear is breaking. Actually, isn't there a way to repair? Is it not in the game anymore? There used to be an undead dude, or a dude that you can only talk to when you were dead. Guess that dude is no longer in the game. What a surprise. Okay, that's a true shame. I don't know why my pants are broken of all things, but just reinitiate res sickness and just go around it. This is really tragic now. I don't think we're gonna have enough experience. We're gonna have to do another zone, I think. I was really hoping to be 49 by the time I got back. I don't know though. It probably won't matter. We have a archaeology thing on the way. I know that much. So that should be a fair amount of experience. Not much though, I don't think. Yeah, we have. Well, actually, there's one in Redridge too, so maybe that's what we do to finish this up. I don't know. No, not really. No, we're trying to, of course, go to Legion because we want to do that wall leveling still. We don't want to waste any more time. As I say, while I'm paddling through water on a friggin' regular mount. I wish it was easier to take rest. I kind of just wish that. I talked about this a long time ago, but the Calamitous Black Ring or whatever it's called from Dark Souls. I don't actually remember. An item that makes the game like very difficult. I wish that something like that was just in WoW, because my ideal challenge would be a naked leveling challenge, but without naked stuff. Like, I actually hate. I have to say this. Like, it's my least favorite leveling challenge, even though I've done a few of them, simply because you can't get any actual gear. Like, it's not WoW. Like, when you're playing WoW and not getting any actual loot, it's so much less exciting. Like, God, is it so much less exciting. So I was really hoping these Nomad leveling challenges were going to be about the same. But sadly, it feels like to be even remarkably close, it would have to be probably Nomad plus no spec as well. And that's fine. I mean, that works, but it can only level. I don't want to level like Paladin 6 times. Like, there's a lot of PvP talents and stuff in general that make it really fun. So it'd be really cool if I could make it as hard as a no spec leveling challenge, or I'm sorry, a no gear leveling challenge, naked leveling challenge, but without, like, with the ability to actually put gear on. And I think the best way to solve that would just be add something like that, Calamitous Ring. And make it only work like sub 50 or something. I don't know. It's not, I'm sure there's plenty of ways to make it work. So we do have that Paranoid Tiara quest, which we need to remember to turn in. We need to stop at Ironforge and get the tabard. Although I think the tabard is literally right by the Flight Master, so it shouldn't be hard to find. I don't actually know. But past that, on our way to Stormwind. So yeah, we'll get the archaeology dig site. We'll get that quest turned in. So that might get us to 59. And then whatever, like at that point, the challenge is effectively over. Like, I'm just going to do Legion content until I'm 60 or 50. And, you know, whatever. I don't know. The problem with doing Legion, like I said a few times now, is I don't really think it makes, like, it doesn't really conform to the rules. Legion content is going to, like, want me to do a bunch of portaling and stuff, and I'm going to just do it because there's no way I'm going to do, like, I don't know. I don't know where any of these quests are going to take place, but, like, if I remember correctly, like, the holy artifact is, like, go to Tirisfal Glades. And it's like, yeah, I'm not going to. I mean, how would I even get to Tirisfal Glades from Legion, right? You have to take a portal. That's the only actual way, so. This works very well in TVC and Classic, and I'm sure it works fine in Wrath. I bet it probably doesn't work great in Wrath because a lot of the zones require flying. But, well, I mean, it would work if you actually stayed in Legion, but of course, a lot of the introductory stuff in Legion is not in Legion, so yeah, I guess that's the issue, really. It's not really Legion itself. God, that's a big-ass bear. And there's no Alliance stuff at all anymore in this zone, right? No, it doesn't look like. I really could use a vendor. I need to repair my weapon. Made a huge error breaking that weapon, honestly. Now we can't even defend ourselves at all. How much money do we have? Oh, wow, 3.5k. When I leveled that naked priest, I ended up with over 5k. I think I had like 6k by the end there. What the hell is this? Or they want me to go through the other way? Okay, if you insist. I mean, I guess it makes sense. This zone is no longer a Alliance zone, so they probably don't even want you traveling through. I mean, it actually does make sense, because, like, yeah, like, to travel from Arathi to Plaguelands or Hinterlands, you want to be as close to it as possible, and this is obviously the way to do it. God, there's so many good rares, though. We could have killed so many rares along the way. We definitely could have been 59 for sure. We could have got very handsome, very attractive transmog too. We could have been even stronger, even, you know, more powerful. Big mistake taking wrist thickness there. Stay away from these guys. Relatively big mistake taking it the second time too. I don't know what the hell I was thinking. Into Arathi? Oh, I guess I might as well turn this in. Oh wow, that gives like a decent amount of experience. I've never done this zone as Alliance or Horde, I think. I think I did it once as Horde because I was trying to get Lore Master. I don't even know what the fuck Lore Master is now. I remember trying to do it in like Cataclysm or something like that before they changed it. Lore Master. The Lore Master. That's it, you just need... Oh, you need every single one of these. I see. Yeah, I mean, so someday I'll have that. Obviously, I'm never gonna get... Wait, how do I not have Shadowlands? Oh, those. Yeah, probably never gonna get these ones. Like I don't think I will do that, honestly. Northrend I could see, though. Wait, why does it say these are completed? "2009, damn. I've toured the Ford, completed in 16? What? That must have been leveling a character at some point. Oh, Grizzle, my shizzle. That is just an embarrassing one. Wait, where the hell am I? I rode right by it. I was gonna say, how have I not gotten in here yet? Doesn't make a lot of sense. Okay, let's go. Hopefully repair our gear. Also queue for AB.
What can I do for you?
What can I do for you? Huh. That's interesting. I wonder if that's rare. I might buy that. Well, maybe not. Maybe it's just like any blacksmithing guy will sell it or something.
What can I do for you?
Okay.
See you around.
We're not doing any of the actual quests, but that's a free 4K experience at least. Alright, on our way to the dig site. Do we still... I don't actually know how to tell. I guess that means we still have a, yeah. It's so weird seeing a dwarf body without a beard attached to it. Just doesn't look right at all. In fact, since we're pretty much done with this, I'm going to transmog. Yeah. It's actually possible to transmog it, so might as well. And I also will transmog this for the last few hours of this playthrough. We're going to be replacing it soon, though. There it is. That's what I wanted to wear the whole time, pretty much.
May your feet find good trails.
Wait, what's this about? Can we actually...
Oh, I have just the thing.
Well met.
No, not yet.
Light bless you.
Not quite yet. Okay, this is actually a really... This might actually be interesting. We might end up having a... Well, you know what? Let's queue one more time for... Last chance. We might actually end up getting a new dig site immediately, like very close. This could be like a relatively big swing for this playthrough. What's going on here? Was this ruined in... Just wasn't ruined like this in Classic, was it? The weird thing about this dig site is that like a lot of the artifacts are on the bridge. It's like what? They just like apply some algorithm to put this here because this, yeah, this is the one. It's like right up here. Oh no, it's not. There's another one that's up there. So this is what the next leg of this challenge is going to look like. We're going to go 50 to 60. Well, at least 51 to 60. Probably 50 to 60, but we're going to go 260 exclusively in archaeology in classic zones. And we're going to probably, well, we're definitely going to pick up flying. I'm not going to do it too slow, but I do want to see what it looks like as a dwarf. This is probably another one over here. I just love dwarf, man. Dwarf, orc, human, a lot, even blood elf at times. Like, there's just some really good races in this game. Okay, so what opened up? Oh, behind us? Oh, where's this though? Wait, where is it? Shadra Allure? Okay, I think we get it. I think it's worth it. It's really not that far, because there's now a path through this zone. I don't know where it is. I guess this is it. It's not that far. Yeah, this will be it. We're going to get epic riding as well. When we get back, and we're going to start using the Dwarf Forge Ram as our main mount. It's actually, it doesn't make any sense to use it now, but yeah, we got a lot of cool stuff coming for this. So I'm excited. I think any zone that like I'll probably I don't know how I'll handle it. I'm trying not to use flying, but I don't know. I haven't decided what the archaeology portion of it is going to look like, but I'm probably only going to do it while I'm rested, first of all, because I wouldn't mind kind of making like a point out of it, like actually seeing how long each level takes. Like I will probably do, yeah, you know what? I think that's it. Like we're just going to go as fast as possible without using portals or anything like that. I think that's what we'll do. Try to turn it into that kind of challenge. So we'll do, we'll get epic riding. We'll get everything. Yeah, might as well. Just no flight paths. Only flying my own character. Because, you know, that's not necessarily against the rules. I don't know when the Nomad leveling challenge was made. When the rules, like, let's look it up, actually. Nomad leveling challenge. The nomadic leveling challenge is what they call it. I like Nomad better. No dungeons, raids, or battlegrounds, but we've broken that. All gear must either be purchased from vendors throughout the world or self-crafted. Yeah, I could have swore that was... Yeah, that's certainly not what we're doing either. Anyway, no flight paths, hearthstones, or portals. Yep. This can be taken one step further by disallowing all mounted travel. That's pretty retarded. It even acknowledges that. Some zones need to be avoided if this is the case, since a flying mount is needed. But it is still possible to level this way, trust me. Like, yeah, no shit. Anyway, yeah, obviously, it doesn't expressly forbid flying, but this was probably made at a time when flying was not something you had for most of the journey. It's like, you know, don't forget at one point, you had to level all the way to 60 before you can get flying, right? Or I guess 70. I mean, it depends on how long ago this was. Quest helper feature turned off. We got that. You have to delete your character if you die. Why don't you eat a fucking dick? I mean, that's honestly the dumbest rule. Whoever came up with that. Imagine doing that. Okay, we're 6 days through this playthrough, part 12, and I died because I kept getting knocked back over and over again by those stupid ass mobs at Corn's Crossing. I died there. Oh, that's it. We're gonna delete the character. What? Huh? No. No, 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 no. Oh yeah, it actually says this. You are allowed to equip items that are found looted by mobs. Since you actually found it, no one handed it to you. There you go. Okay, we're now in... Oh yeah, I died. So shit's gone. I think we're probably good red sickness wise too, so we can start killing some of these rares again. Hate Fowler. I don't hate him. It's just not... I don't know where the praise came for this dude all of a sudden. Like, seems very strange to me. I mean, he's a fine golfer, but I don't think he's anything special, honestly. Wrong spell. Okay, we got mail chests. It's a good looking one. Crit haste, crit verse. Yeah, I think we'll stick with haste. I don't know. Oh wait, is this over here? Yeah, okay. Oh, cool. So it's even closer than I thought it was. That was actually really quick. Now, if we had to go all the way around, it probably wouldn't have been worth it, but I want to get these done as fast as possible because I do want to get as many dwarf artifacts as possible, like as many artifact things as possible too. Don't I have those on the bar somewhere? We can make a dwarf one. I think we'll wait though. I'm gonna do like a whole thing when we get to it. I'm gonna read out every single craft and give commentary on the whole process. Now, when that happens, it's like, okay, that's just 2,000 free experience. Thank you. Thank you. And sometimes that happens twice or even 3 times. Like literally you hit the ground and you immediately get 2 quests worth of experience. This is gonna be up here, isn't it? Okay, looks like we gotta fight. We're so much stronger now that we transmogged. I don't even have a keybind for that. That's funny. Where the hell is this? Right on the cliff face. It's a bit of a pain in the ass one because a lot of mobs and it's constantly on these weird structures and there's water and everything. Thought it was gonna be up on the whatever this thing is called. Pyramid? It sounds ignorant to call it a pyramid, but certainly what it looks like. Keep pressing the button for the execute, and it's the dig site for now. Okay, so yeah, we'll definitely hit. Dude, that's regrettable. We'll definitely hit 59 before we get into Legion content. My goal would be simply to unlock Light's Hope. I think that would be cool to have that as a hub, even if I don't plan on doing anything with it. It'd be cool to just go back there and see what's going on in the zone. Like, I wish I could have done it before I did the actual zone, because I assume that it works that way. Like, I assume that it allows me to just go there while I'm doing the zone. The floor was, like, hollowed out, and the artifact hall thing, whatever, like the class hall resources page came up, so... Okay, so that's it for that. Let's see, is there another one near now? All the way back up there. So that's going to be it. We're not going to go all the way back up there now, obviously. Oh, well, we could... Yeah, this would be good. We can go... Yeah, this would be great. We can do it after we finish the Legion content, if we get to that point. Okay, so we actually might be shy of I don't know how many rares we're going to pass again on the way. Probably not many, honestly. I mean, there's no more that we're going to pass in this zone, and very few in this zone. Unless we go out of our way. We can try to get Ripwing, I guess. That's pretty much it. My people. The Iron Forge. Yeah, this is 5 years ago it's posted. Oh wait, what the hell? Nomad challenge is too easy. Look at this. I was like, what the hell is this? Who even cares about this? And then I realized I'm not even on a WoW Reddit. What the fuck? Wait, has this not been a WoW Reddit the whole time that these conversations are happening on? No, I assume they're all WoW, yeah. Mountain Man leveling challenge. That's what another... Basically the same thing. Oh yeah, we forgot to check for the rare. What about this one? Meyer Low. The green belts. I remember killing this. We killed this one a while ago, right? Yeah. 6 days ago. Probably not going to be here. Just keep going. There might be a couple on the way. Gaz the Lock Hunter. We never fought that one. That's probably an orc, probably. We get stopped by Dunel Gaz again. We'll kill that one. That's a cool area. I don't mind going back there. There's also a treasure chest up there. I don't know what that is. That's... Oh, that's in the cave, of course, yeah. It's like, how the hell is there a water thing up there, and how is there a rare up there? Let's see if our man's here. Looks like a little camp there. That's probably where he's stationed. I see a guy. Oh, it's a knoll. Huh. Seems only fitting that this guy's got that mechanic too. God, I remember this was like the first time I wasn't having a ton of fun playing this challenge. These opening quests in this zone. 4K, wow. Okay, level 50. That's strange. Yeah, those are not better. That's strange. That seems quite low. Okay, hopefully we can get by this without aggroing all this stuff. Gonna be tight. My lower back is always like tingling whenever I sit in this chair anymore. God, I got a lot of problems. A lot of problems. I feel like I have to sit up like this, but the chair doesn't work that way. Like, I mean, yeah, it's like literally, I don't know. I don't think that's even possible with this chair. It's a lot of pressure on my like ass to sit this way with this chair. Like one notch backwards. Then it's, anytime I'm in this like slight recline, it feels like something's wrong. I feel like the only way to do it is where it's like this, like not like this, but like this. It's the only way it's comfortable, but then for only a small period of time. I feel like I need to just be able to put my feet up. Then I can't reach the keyboard. Guess I can put it on my lap. I mean, at least for now, there's no reason we can't do this. Won't be able to play actual WoW like this, but still have to kind of reach for the mouse, but let's try. Let's see what it looks like. Play like this for a little bit. Probably very far from the mic now. Not really in the frame anymore either. Already feel my shoulder being stressed. Yeah, we're not gonna be able to play like this. Let's see if we can't. Best of both worlds. Let's see. Okay, so let's see if we can't find this rare as well. Yep. This guy's actually stuck up there. Brilliant design on Blizzard's part by putting that guy up there. You can't get down. I feel like I'm gonna regret this. I bet these mobs do some kind of interrupt. Yeah, the dragon breath. Wait, what? The fuck's that about? They all just reset. Well, that's one way to not die to that. very strange because like I bubbled. I don't know why they would reset because I bubbled. I was gonna say there is a rare here. Better make sure. This is definitely not gonna work out. No way. We're definitely gonna cast Dragon Breath and I'm just gonna get, yeah. Okay, we'll just lay hands out of this if we need to. Gotta keep a very close eye on our health. Just need to get a couple casts off without being Dragon's Breath, and that is not going to happen. So that is a death right there. It is just, oh, God, this sucks so bad, dude. It just sucks so bad getting disrupted like that, man. It makes it, I guess that's part of the challenge, but God, does that just suck so bad. It doesn't feel like, I don't know what's happening until it's happened effectively. It's just such a sinking feeling. Well, this turned out to be a huge waste of time then. I also want to, let me try something while we're here. Try party syncing here and seeing if this, what happens with this quest. Run all the way back through here now. Forgot I was in the queue for the battleground. Wait, am I not? Yeah, I'm definitely in Chromatin. You are currently in Time Walking Campaigns The Cataclysm. You can't see... I don't know why they even said that. I really hope that they do have bigger plans for this, because it doesn't actually fucking do anything. It literally could just be on 100% of the time, and there wouldn't be any reason to care about which one you're in. Anyway, you can't see them until you leave Time Walking or they enter it. Unless I missed something, and maybe it's the case for, like, WoD Time Walking or something. Maybe there's some changes, but like from what I can tell, this doesn't actually change anything. It literally just makes everything scale. That's all it does. And that's great. That's all it needed to do, but it's so weird that how they set it up, like it does more than that. Just take it a little bit slower here. Okay. Well, first of all, let's see what happens if we do this. Okay, it doesn't actually phase me, but that's probably because of that. So I don't actually know if this is even gonna work. Have I lost power? No. But so my original idea was to have from like now on, not now on, but like in the future do leveling challenges where I just have a second character involved the whole time. Oh God. And use that character as like a mule for chromie time and party sync and stuff. The problem is it has to be done right because otherwise I'm gonna lose progress, right? Like if I just use it arbitrarily and don't finish the zone one day and then come back the next day, not gonna be able to do that, right? So I have to either find a way to cart the character around or don't use it that aggressively. I definitely don't think I'm going to be carting the character around. So I was thinking instead, use it to be able to do raids and stuff. Like how right now I do, you know, it wouldn't suck to have been able to go do like BWL or something like that while we're in the zone. But you can't even enter it. So if there was a way to turn Chromie time off and then level that way, that would be the way to do it. Okay, so we should probably pick these quests up since we're... No, okay, that doesn't work that way apparently. The mobs are like, hey, we'll help you. It's like, yeah, no, you're good, I need the quests. I want to see if these give rep again. I don't think they're going to, but... I'm not even sure they gave rep in the first place, to be honest. I don't actually know, but... Since we just cleared the whole place out, we might as well try it. Turn that music off, killing the immersion. I need to actually kill 5 mobs too, so I guess... I'm not really going to call this cheating, but this is certainly not... This was not on the budget, let's put it that way. How did that aggro? Why I died before. I'd say by the time it gets up here, everything else is dead. Okay, we just need 2 more kills and that's it. It's quick 2 quests. Might as well just get hit by this. We're not gonna dodge both of them. He actually did them at the exact same time, so we never even had to be stunned more than once. Okay, well let's turn them in. I highly doubt they're gonna give rep again, but guess we're gonna find out. I doubt that works that way. That would be ridiculous. I'm sure once you've done them once, you can't do them again for rep. Nah, no rep.
What's on your mind?
No, we ding anyway though. Little, not really what I was looking to do there, but okay, that's enough of this. I don't really feel like that's... I don't feel great about that, but... I did want to try it, and I really should have been 49. I just made the dumb mistake. Lock Modan. Okay, so we immediately make a right here. Not too late. I could stop here at 49, leave this character in Chromie time for good. It's quite cool to do that, but not really. Not really a point to that, honestly. Not a lot of purpose to that. I love this area though. Ah, shade scales on CD. Fuck. This is like a great. This is prime shade scale area. Oh, you know what we can do real quick? We can do the cooking and fishing daily in Ironforge. We will do that. We will do that in this episode. Hopefully, I won't forget. we will do that in this episode. You hear me? I'm saying it. You're not going to let me forget, are you? I'm going to do it, and I'm not going to forget. And when I do it, it's going to give me rep with Ironforge, and that's great because we need that real bad. I need like 10,000 rep, so I don't think we're going to get that very quickly. We probably should do that instead of Paladin thing. I don't actually know how that goes. Like, presumably you just can do dungeons and that's that. It'll give rep. I need to turn off chromie time for that though. I guess we'll just do that at 50. We might make the, I don't know. I really wanted to do the Dwarf Heritage Armor. But 10,000 rep, oh, I don't know how long that takes, you know. It feels like it sounds long, but that's not even half of a whole experience threshold, so maybe it won't take that long. Getting rep at like max level is extremely fast though, because you can use Mechanar, which is like you can put a banner down like right on the corner and everything in the zone gives a ton of rep. But I mean, I don't even have those. I'm not even in a guild on this character. It's only 7 o'clock too. We got plenty of time ahead of us here. It feels like good to sit like this, but I don't feel like it's the right. Feels like there's a couple degrees of error here. It doesn't like naturally support my spine. I have to kind of mold my body into it, which feels like I'm working out. Like it doesn't really feel like, it doesn't feel like I'm sitting. Let's put it that way. I don't know, man. If I could just get a goddamn... I have so many problems playing this game because I have so much problems sitting. Like, after a full day of sitting, I'm in pain. Like, I'm in discomfort. And that's not good, obviously, so... I just need to figure out what I need chair-wise because this is not working anymore. And I don't know why it's not working. Like, I don't know what's wrong with it. Probably just me, honestly. Where am I? Just shy of Ironforge. Good. I don't fully understand why that rare shouts to indicate that it's all the way up there too. It's certainly not up there. That is certainly not the case. This one is awesome. I love that. I love Keranos. However you say it. Honestly, Mulgore, Keranos, whatever this is called. Keranos. Whatever this is. Dunmorrow? It's called Dunmorrow, right? Mulgore, Dunmorrow. Probably Blood Elf one too. Eversong Woods. I could do these zones like 1 to 60, honestly. I could just do them over and over again and I would probably enjoy them. Mulgore, I actually tried to do that. Probably you've heard that story before, but I did try to level the character Mulgore only. This is before Shadowlands came out, of course. But it was not fun because the main problem with it was there's a lot of you have to wait, and waiting isn't necessarily an issue, but you have to be able to log on like 25 hours every day. So it would be, so like the first day I did it at like 8, and then the second day I got on at 8 again. It's like, oh, it's not up, so you have to wait till like 9, and I was like, okay, now it's 9, and then the next day I did the same thing, and it's like, now it's 10. So then it's like getting to the point where it's like I gotta log on at midnight to do this. So it's like I'm just gonna be skipping days. And the only real interest I had in that was the fact that I could just do it. Oh wow. 2, 3, 4. Oh, you can only have one of them. That kind of makes sense. Okay, anyway, we have this now in our bags. Put it on. That's another thing we gotta do when we go to Stormwind. We gotta get our gear. Okay, so where's the cooking dailies? I think they were... The fishing daily is up here. Cooking daily should be over here somewhere. The bronze kettle, that sounds like it. Oh, we're back home, man. This is cool. It's a cool feeling. We haven't... Dude, when was the last time we were in Ironforge? I was like level 20? Long time ago. We embarked from Ironforge onto wetlands. Well, actually, first to Loch Modan and then wetlands. A foul shortage. What is this? I can't make kakaliki soup without the chicken. It's not possible. There's still time to make the soup and broth if you can find some fresh chicken. There are usually a few chickens running around outside the front entrance to the city. If you can get your hands on, say, 6 of them, that should save me soup. Sure. Going the wrong direction, though. Now we need to go fishing. Hopefully this quest isn't going to be a pain in the ass. Last time we did the fishing daily, it was a huge pain in the ass. I'm actually going to pick up writing and stuff while we're here, so I don't forget. There's also a quest here now, if I remember correctly. I really can't believe how fast we leveled. Never even needed to come back here.
Pleased to meet you.
I helped a lady in Manto find her bag not too long ago. It was eaten by oozes. I've seen members of the Royal Apothecary Society from Undercity collecting samples of the stuff. I want to know why. Where does it come from? I've heard of more in Felwood. What I need are samples of the ooze there so I can further my research. I'll give you containers. You can use them to collect a sample from the deceased creatures.
Daylight's burning.
Gross. Let's hit this thing else.
You got my attention.
You got my attention. You got... What was the new talent for Divine Steed? Last longer or something? I got a rank 2 of Divine Steed. I don't know what it does. Alright.
Great to meet you.
Okay. That's easy enough.
Watch your back.
Got lucky there, I think. Or maybe it's gonna take forever. It probably will. Let's read it. I'm sure by now you've heard the tale of Old Ironjaw, the most famous and elusive fish in the waters of Ironforge's forlorn cavern. Well, in his many years, he's been responsible for the rise of young Ironjaws. Don't let the name fool you. These youngins are every bit as clever as their dad, but someone lacking experience. With skill and patience, you could probably catch one, and when you do, bring it to the museum in Ironforge's library and put it on display for all to see. That's a cool quest. Is it literally just fish until you get it? Let's look it up. Oh wait, when does the UFC fight start? Why is this like on ESPN, like if it started already? Ah, that was quick. Forget it, we don't even need to look it up. In our distraction, we did not... We wasted so much time being distracted that we fell out of the window of relevance. Okay, is this the library? Yes. Still have this on. We don't need that on anymore. Empty plaque. Well, that's just swell. That was a great little quest. Just a great little quest. Just a great little quest. Just the smallest quest, but it was great. Now we can turn that in. Rock of Ages. Let's go turn that in. One for the ages. What's this? House. There's a bed. Nobody home. There's an anchor and a boat. It's like some nautical home. Oh, some harpoons. This guy's a right fisherman. Proper fisherman, as they say. Okay, turn this in. No, I don't know.
What's on your
Dwarf rogue, that's the thing, right?
mind? Off with you.
Okay, so we got 250 reps, so probably didn't save as much time, but we did get some experience at least. Now we gotta go outside. Let's see, Dwarf rogue. Wow head. Yeah, I guess so. Don't know why anybody would be a dwarf rogue. But you can be if you want. Yep, they can be death knights, hunters, mages. That was a new addition, right? Monk, priest, rogue, shaman, warlock, and warrior. Provided. Certainly not shaman and death knight, and I also don't think mage in classic. Maybe not even rogue. This guy's comment. Oh, there's some chickens. This is an awesome race. I have one or two of them. I think. It wouldn't be World of Warcraft without them, and thanks for all the information and comments, everybody. No, bro, no problem, buddy. Bruddy? No problem, bruv. Another great little quest. Just collecting chickens. I mean, chickens are really good. You could eat them. You could raise them. You could punch them. You ever punch a chicken? It's not for the faint of heart, let's put it that way. Little brown chicken here. God, this area is so fucking cool, man. Because it's probably warm as shit in there, and then you come... Look at it, it's even guts. No, oh, that is really good. Never really stopped to appreciate that. Yeah, like, look at that. It's freezing out here. Like, it's cold down here, guys. Then we're gonna go inside in the warm iron forge. I mean, maybe it's not that warm in there. I just presume it is because there's literally lava flowing through it. I mean, that doesn't necessarily necessitate warmth, but also very high ceilings, so. I fucking love the city. It was almost a crying, I almost like got emotional when I logged on Classic. Here, you know, I'm gonna do it right now. You can see what I'm talking about. It's almost sad, dude. When I played Classic on Nostarius, Ironforge was like fucking packed. Like you literally could not even, like if there was a collision, you would not even be able to move. That's how packed it was. I log on Classic, and I think there's probably more people in Ironforge on this version of the game. Oh, right, you can't actually do that. Okay, well, we've already fucking wasted some time, so we might as well do it. But yeah, yeah, like look at this. This is insane. There's literally no people here. It's fucking empty. There's one person. This is actual Classic, by the way, not TBC. I mean, that's just because there's nobody playing Classic. Look at this. 0. Ooh, 60. Oh, there's 35 people online. These guys are just fucking solo farming and shit. Like, nobody's even doing anything. I hate to say it, but like playing Classic, just kind of pointless. Because TBC, it's just got all the stuff from Classic that I would want. The only thing it doesn't have is the Paladin talent tree background, which I never actually looked up. Oh my god, why am I logging on the wrong characters? Okay, let's see. Classic WoW. It's crazy how popular this game was at one point, though. I was looking back at like analytics on Classic WoW, and it was insane. And everybody's just like, "Fuck Classic TBC now, bro." It's like, oh, that's kind of sad. It's almost sad, isn't it? Okay. Anyway, turn this in.
What's on your mind? Off with you.
Okay. Another 250 reps out. 500 rep for that. I mean, it's worth it. We got some experience. Probably don't need the experience. I actually am concerned with hitting 50 too quickly because it's going to turn off chromie time. Yeah, okay, so it's going to, like, imagine if I hit 50 in the middle of one of the scenarios for the dwarfs or for the paladin stuff. It's going to kick me out of that. I don't know what's going to happen there. I legitimately do not know. But that's what we'll do. We'll do the Legion Order Hall stuff until we're done with it. If we're not done with it, and if we're done with it and we're still not 50, we'll go do something that gives us experience. Perhaps the dig site that's in Plaguelands there. And if that still doesn't work, I don't know what we'll do. But I doubt that. But anyway, yeah, we'll just get to 50. And then we come back, we buy the gear. That's going to have to be later because I need to get the tokens. We buy the gear. And then we go farm for the Dwarf Transmog, which we're going to do. That is going to be done on stream. Like in this playthrough. And then that will be it for this one. And then we start the archaeology one. I also want to test out the possibility of potentially leveling still in chromie time. We'll see. I don't know if I've tried it. Okay, classic WoW talent. Image background. I don't know where you can get these items. Oh yeah, all classic WoW talent backgrounds. Well, that was hard. Where the fuck did they find these? Oh, somebody pointed out that the arms background is Frostborn. Well, we might as well look at it on stream together while we wait. So that's protect. So this is yeah. Fury is a mountaintop combat. Oh, look at that. What the hell is that meant to be? Oh, we're here already? Okay, that was quick. Thought it took longer than that. That was when we walked here. It took that long. Wait, what the hell is this one? Discipline? Really? Holy? What? Hold on, we have to look at the... There's no way that's what it is. No way. Wow, it is. That's so weird because... Shadow is, like, if Shadow can only be undead, and the other two can only be Night Elf. Holy is a fucking tree. Has nothing to do with Holy Priest. And Discipline is... I mean, that should be the Druid one. It doesn't even make sense. It's fucking Darnassus. Did they originally want Priest to only be Night Elf or something? Oh, we never actually turned this in. Oh, that's cool. Forgot all about this. I knew someday we'd get here. You finally returned. We can go back. You want to go back? I don't really like Stormwind's place sucks. Let's just go back.
Hi, how are you? Alrighty then. Honored, I'm sure.
We can buy kebabs.
Off and away.
Okay, so that gave almost no experience, but sure. Thanks for the free experience, I suppose. Elemental's got some interesting stuff. Resto is like ZG for some reason. Enhancement is like literally nowhere in the game. Oh, look at the Resto one. The Resto one's great. Yeah, I don't think that exists anywhere. Balance is like Stranglethorn. Destro's like more done. Oh, wait, what is this? We do this already at not even 50, huh? Wouldn't mind checking that out. Oh yeah, we never got flying. The warlock ones are all like undead looking things.
It's good to see you. Patience is the highest virtue.
Dark Iron Dwarf. Man, we didn't pack the life forge one.
Discipline and practice lead us to our full potential.
That's it. I always thought there was more to that quest. Probably have to be 50 now. Give us some experience. Okay, anyway, so now we go turn in the Perennial Tiara quest. I doubt there's a follow-up, but you never know. Then we go on to Legion content. I don't actually know how this works. I've not done this in a long time. Actually, you know what? Before we do that, let's change to Legion content. Just in case, you know, maybe there's some reason that it matters. I don't think there is, but...
Why, hello. I always have time for you.
What just happened?
It's like meeting again for the first time.
Oh. We can't change now that we're 49. It's just over. How about that? Can we abandon it? Oh, now we can again. What the fuck? It's weird.
If you find a
Dalaran is
powerful
under
weapon,
siege, hero.
just
The
make
Legion
sure it isn't
intends to
corrupted
knock us
by
out of the
burning
sky.
Legion or old gods.
Very strange.
Meet me in Dalaran over Dead Wind Pass. I have a plan. A horribly dangerous plan, but a plan nonetheless.
Alright, well anyway, we have our path forward now. Let's go turn this in finally.
The veil between all
Shut up. We're not doing the quest Boulevard. In fact, we're gonna get to 60 and still have that quest in our inventory, so... I don't know what happens then. I really don't. Then we have to go do the mod level 60. That's gonna be fucking bizarre. On the bright side, that's all we have to do, right? Oh god, what is gonna happen? Dude, it's gonna be so bugged probably. I wonder if anybody's ever done this. Like, legitimately. I bet it's gonna be fucked. I think it's legitimately gonna be fucked. Because think about what happens. You do the Maw, and then you have to, like, choose what kind of leveling you're doing. But I'm not gonna be leveling, I'm gonna be level 60. It's like, oh shit, what happens?
Champion, preparations have been made. Whitemane will tell you of the grim fate that has befallen our allies.
Yeah, no, we're not doing that. It's actually a good idea to just stop at 47. I'm sure there's spells that you don't want to do that for, though. But they really are in your face about that. Salutations, Metro. Do try to avoid stepping on my pant cuffs. This outfit is newly tailored. This is splendid. This will have to be cleaned, of course, but you really outdid yourself. I will have someone prepare the tiara and place it within our collection post-haste. I am sure you will agree. Our gratitude is as grand as our collection.
See you around.
That's it, huh? 10k experience, though. Strange. This is a strange time. Okay, Kirin Tor Emissary. Well, first we gotta get flying. Let's go flying. Kirin Tor Emissary. Teleport you to Dalaran. So like I said, effectively done with the Nomad portion of this challenge. It was fun. It was really good. I really love exploring the world. Did not have as much trouble with gear as I thought I was going to be honest. Like, no trouble at all, actually. So that was surprising. Maybe we'll stop here and get that gear set up. Maybe I should just do that on screen. I don't know. I need to do the calculations of how much I need, so might as well do that.
Great to meet you. Safe travels.
Or do we have no? We do not have enough money for Epic right now.
Keep your feet on the ground.
And not even close. Well, we'll have to get some money. We're certainly not doing this without Epic Coin.
This chair's just not working for me, man.
Anyway, okay, let's go see what the actual number is for this. I'll add it all up and then we'll see if we can't gather it quick. What am I supposed to be doing with this? Selling it?
No.
Okay, so it looks like 6 items. The epic is no different, right? One gives stamina and one gives intellect, so I think we probably want intellect. Wait, no, they give the same. It's just depending on the order. Hammer of Justice. So it's 4, 7, 10. It's 3 times 3. So 15 for that. Do you want a cloak too? I can't remember. No, these cloaks suck. Don't know why they're red. The 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces, yeah. And then we need the hammer.
Would you like to purchase something?
Yes, I would. No, not that. The axe? That's not it. That's it. Okay, so we need 20. Might as well just do that right now.
Very well then.
What the fuck? A lot of stuff.
Honored, I'm sure.
No, we're done with that. That was fun.
Very good.
I assume I have them on my DK. Let's log over. What's the name of the character? Metro Light, right? Hopefully you could send him cross-faction. I don't think you can't, but... Not sure about that. I have a lot. Just Hearth. Okay, hopefully this works. I've never done this before. Sounds like it has already worked because I've sent them through and they're gone, so they must be here somewhere. Where is there a mailbox in this area? Oh, literally right outside, okay. Oh, looks like it's working.
How are you?
1. Yeah, looks like it's good. 3, 4, 5, 6. They're not expensive at all either. That's nice. Sweet. Yeah, that could have been pretty bad.
Very well then.
I mean, I guess there's no reason to have them because you need the ability to transmog them, most people anyway. I'm a bit different. Sweet. Okay, I need to get rid of this fucking cloak. We could transmog these though, that's funny. But we don't want to do that. I love that blue-eyed look, honestly. It's quite cool. Actually, is there any, like... There's, like, these, like, Alliance-looking cloaks. Where are they? I don't know. It feels way too... They're gonna be way too modern. We don't have a shirt on, so if you're seeing that come through, that's unfortunate. That actually looks pretty good. We'll go with that. Can we... There's no, like, holy looking enchant, huh? Crusader's okay, but it's way too small for this weapon. Oh, that's fucked up. I can see why they look so small then, because they're not modeled properly for these weapons. Okay, go with that. I don't know. That doesn't look right. It looks good in the dressing room, but then when you see it in person, you realize how out of place that looks. It just sucks because I have no shirt on, so you see the tattoos coming through. Well, you see that anyway, actually.
Good fortune to all friends of the Grummel.
Yeah, that's what I've always wanted to look like, honestly. Just fucking awesome looking. God, those shoulders clip real bad. Just like smashing myself in the face with the shoulders. Okay, anyway, it's time to go do whatever else we were supposed to do. Oh yeah, now that we have this gear, I think. Yeah, that looks pretty damn fucking good, I'll tell you what. God, that looks good. Very satisfied. God, it's so noticeable having epic writing too. I like leveling without it, but once you have it, it's hard to go back to it. Well, it's actually impossible to go back to it. The game doesn't allow that, but... Oh, Darnassian Refugee. That's because we're in BFA now? I don't remember seeing these guys before. I don't know. Maybe stuff like that is chromie timed. We're not, though. We're in Legion. So who knows? Oh, the Yankees tied it. Oh, shit. 7-7. Top of the 10th. Fuck. Missing a good game. Okay, who are we looking for? Teleport you to Dalaran. Kieran Tor Emissary. Where is this above?
Hey there. See you around.
Yes. Each one of these takes you somewhere, I think. Oh. We're just in Dalaran?
Thank the light I found you. I must speak with you at once.
Okay. Don't. Well, maybe we should keep that, actually. I never put that shit on the auction house. Fuck. Yeah, we're here, Maxwell Tyrosis here. Welcome to... Welcome to speak with me. I agree.
I require your aid with a matter of the utmost importance.
Okay, well, we're obviously not doing any of this stuff. Yeah, I'm ready to talk, buddy. What's going on? Do we have to reload here?
My sincere apologies for the insistence. but we must speak immediately.
I agree.
Excellent. Meet me at Crassus's landing when you are ready.
God, the mount sound was too fast. Looks weird. I wish you can get... What's going on here, man? What the fuck is even going on? I wish you can get flying... I see we have to do this stuff. I wish you can get flying without buying epic riding, because I would like to use regular riding.
Will help us. We must fulfill our duty. Let us pray. If there's any chance of finding aid, Frina and I will come. Stay, Dawnbreaker.
I don't know who that guy is, but that's cool. Travart, is that actually a character in the game? No.
Aye, that's the one. Shield Hill it is. There's no time to waste. How are you doing? See ya around. Tyrosus. Now he's a good man. Count me in. There's too much danger about to turn down a wee bit.
What the fuck is this guy wearing? Look at that gear he's got on. God, there's so many cool, like...
Not be alone in this after all, Tahu. Let's see what Tyrosus has to say.
Wait, who the hell is this guy? Who are these people? I don't even know who these characters are. I don't think I've ever done this more than once. I mean, this would have been the first thing I ever did in Legion because... Yeah, dude, the start of Legion was wild. Wish I could share with you some stories, but I cannot.
At your service.
Our gathering has identified several weapons of immense power. In the right hands, these holy artifacts give us a fighting chance.
Take
Yep.
care of your brothers and sisters.
We
must not forget the Ashram.
I wouldn't mind getting
Tyrion
Rat.
may be gone, but the High Blade is still out there.
Did that just switch me to Rat? Yes. We're not doing that. We're just doing it as holy. That's fine, right?
Azeroth will not fall while we stand. We will prevail.
I learned Tyrion may be gone, but the Ashbringer is still out there somewhere. Its powerful. Its power would devastate the Legion. We must find it. I wish it was as simple as returning to where Tyrion fell. It could be anywhere on that infernal landscape. I believe an old friend can help us find the blade. I ask that you place your faith in me and journey to Uther's tomb in the Plaguelands. We will seek answers there.
We should leave for Uther's tomb.
Does feel like a good way to end this playthrough, honestly. Paladin, fucking Christ, man. The Paladin stuff is just so good. Actually, I want to do the priest stuff too. Apparently there's some good priest stuff there too. Do we actually have to fly to Uther's tomb? Ah, look at that. Hearth's the user to Uther's tomb. I told you. So there was like pretty much never. Like these quests are simply not going to allow me to. I mean, it is optional, of course, but... Actually, I don't even think it is. It says O of 1, Hearth to Uther's tomb.
It seems the High Lord's absence has affected more than just the living.
Are we actually in Plaguelands right now? No, I don't think we are. I want to see if this... Yeah, this is definitely not the Plaguelands that we had happen with us before. What the hell's going on? Alright, been a long time since I did this.
Azeroth will not fall while
These brave watchers require our aid. The light may well ignore our prayers if we choose not to help our brethren.
I will prepare the ceremony while you assist our allies.
Peace be with you.
We must ensure that those buried here are never again disturbed. Their spirit's very presence only further perturbs the light. This cannot continue. I must maintain this barrier to ensure none of the wayward souls enter the Lightbringer's resting place. If you can purify the graves themselves, this madness can finally cease.
Our enemies will fall.
The lost soul, who is this guy? The lost souls roaming the cemetery grounds have been drawn to the realm of the living in the wake of the light's disturbance. In truth, they merely seek comfort, as we all do in these dark times since High Lord Tyrion's passing. However, their unrest threatens the very sanctity of the tomb we have sworn to protect. If we are to restore the peace here, then they must be exorcised.
We will have justice.
Exercise. That sounds tiring.
That message, it's from coming. Of course, let's see.
Okay, so anyway, I kind of want to actually like go check out something real quick because I mean it looks like we're in the zone. I think we are in the zone. It's probably just gonna phase when we leave this area. We still have war mode on, right? Yeah. Oh god. Oh god. Oh no. 100% dead here. We're gonna have to do some insane healing, which we might do. Holy shit, we are gonna do it. Yo, what is happening with these spirits? God, we actually killed all those mobs. They must not have a lot of health. Obviously, they make them really easy, right? Because... So is it gonna phase? I'm not sure. This is actually Western Plaguelands, yeah. Yeah, that looked like a phase to me. So it is actually Western Plaguelands. Okay, well, we pretty much just did that whole quest in one fell swoop there. Consecrate. Correct. Well, that's cool looking. That's like the new Consecrate, the one that they added in BFA, right? Cannoneer Dargle. You won't be taking the Son of Ironforge. Eat lead. Oh shit. Why would you do that? What is even going on in this quest? I have no idea. These mobs don't have a lot of health, so. God, we do a lot of damage all of a sudden. I don't... It's gotta just be these mobs, right? There's no way that we would be killing mobs this quickly. Yeah, that's that, I swear they added that graphic with BFA, but... Must have been in Legion before. Yeah, these guys just have no health. That's it. That's all it is. What a great job they did with this area, though, man. God, such an iconic area, as long back as you could say, you know. Okay, that was interesting. This poor soldier finally at peace. Thank you. I like this too about more modern WoW is where you get back to the quest giver and he doesn't have like a dialogue preceding turning it in. You know, like how when we were doing all those quests in Eastern Plaguelands and shit, it was like, so I've been waiting a long time for any update on you. Oh, you've done it? You know what I mean? It's like, no, you just immediately turn it in. Good. Given time, the last few lingering souls will make their way home.
We are ready to commune with Lord Uther. Join me at the tomb.
At your service.
We seek aid not from a living friend, but from one who passed long ago. Uther the Lightbringer was more tuned to the subtleties of the light than any paladin I've ever known. If we reach out to him, he may be able to help us find the Ashbringer. The ceremony has been prepared. Approach the tomb when you are ready.
May the light give you strength.
God, this is so good.
Resting place lies just ahead. We will prevail. Begin when you are ready. Light, hear our prayers, for shadows close in around us. Grant us this one audience, so the Ashbringer may yet save our world.
Maxwell, my old friend, it's been too long.
Uther, it's really you.
You're both doing the light's work, but if you seek to recover the Ashbringer, you must hurry.
Do you know where it is, Uther? We risk everything if we return to that place.
I can feel the Ashbringer calling out from an island that lies close to the tomb of the Evil One. And the blade is not alone. Tyrion still lives, but his light is fading. You must move swiftly, or he will perish. That is all I can tell you. Good luck, friends. Walk always in the light.
Uther, wait! I have more to ask you! Uther! Azeroth will not fall.
Tyrion, could it be? Tyrion's still alive. We have to save him. Light's Hope Chapel is not far from here. We must rally our forces and leave at once for the Broken Shore.
You can always count on me.
Actually wants me to go.
Tyrion is still alive. We will save him. Or die trying.
I think these objects were actually added for Chromie time. Honestly. Ardent Hippogriff. I think this was added for Chromie time. Oh, that's interesting. You only actually have to be 1900 in PvP to be able to wear this gear. Really? Huh. This doesn't seem that high, honestly. I mean, 1900. I remember thinking like 1800 would be a good place to get to. God damn, that's pretty cool. This gear is awesome looking. Is it a one-time thing? Or do you have to like maintain the rating to be able to transmog it? Well, we're almost halfway to the level already, so we might not finish this. Oh, they lost 7-0. 8-7.
We will prevail.
We're ready to depart when you are.
May the light give you
Tyrion
strength.
is fading away on that infernal shore, and the Ashbringer with him. We must not waste another moment. Give the word, and we'll set off. We're ready when you are.
Walk all you brave souls have been chosen to strike into the depths of hell itself to rescue High Lord Tyrion. This is your last chance to turn back. Ready yourselves, men. The Broken Shore awaits. We leave on our champion's command.
We're not going to have a war mode on there, so this is going to be... Yeah, so you literally can't even get to there. This is like, yeah, you have to take a flight there. Fly to the Broken Shore. Yep. Whoops, I almost fell out of the air there. Perilous journey. We're going to go right past Kultiris. Somehow we didn't see that in Legion.
The demons before us are all that stand between us and the Ashbringer. Regardless of the outcome, our families will know that we fought for the freedom and safety of our world. We move on our champion's command.
This fucking character looks so cool now, honestly. I'm so happy I got this transmog. Yeah, sure. Silver Dragon Overlay? What is that?
Argent Crusade, charge!
Let's see how bad we get our ass kicked here. I guess not. Not really bad. Somebody's healing me, I think. Yeah, somebody was definitely healing me. This is actually the Argent Crusade. Yeah, just give me your fucking mount, man. I want it so bad. It takes so goddamn long to get everything needed for that. I'm basically done with it. I just need to get the rest of the reps now. I don't have any of the actual city reps.
Champion, we must persevere.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Demons. By demons be driven. We don't have a we don't have anything, honestly. We have no things. Oh, okay. Thanks, Terrosis.
The fiends have Tyrion. We have to act quickly.
Agreed. Well, careful there. What's happening here? Careful. Oh yeah, good. Holy shit, okay. These mobs have like no health. I guess that's because we're meant to be on our own now. I'm quite surprised because like we have fucking gear on that's like really bad. Presumably. Where's he gone? He's summoning things.
Tyrion! By all that is holy, what have they done to me? I'll break Tyrion free. You must find the Ashbringer while there's still time.
What? What's it in the cave? Why would it be in the cave? I guess they have taken it. They are aware of how powerful it is. So did I actually gain 77 intellect? 229, that's... Is that the right amount? I still have no fucking neck on. No, it doesn't work. Legacy set bonus isn't active, okay. Unlucker. Well, maybe it would if I was in Chromie time still, I don't... Nah, probably not. I think if you're actually factually higher level than it's supposed to be, it won't work. I think that's how it does. It does its business.
The Light's greatest champion has
So it is.
to claim the Holy Ashbringer and lay waste to my kin.
Balnazar.
Only the pure can wield the high blade. Come, champion.
Yeah, Balnazar knows all about the Ashbringer, doesn't he? He was a big factor into the reason that the Ashbringer didn't just immediately fuck up the Scarlet Crusade, right? Maybe I'll just use that. That yellow and blue one goes really good with this. Yeah, I might just use that. Looks really good.
I've been waiting for you, Paladin. Know that
It's actually
I will
worse.
rip the soul from your flesh and make your into a weapon of the Legion. I will use your hollow shell to corrupt and destroy everything you have ever loved. Piece
Pretty aggressive.
by piece. Now kneel. Kneel before your new master.
Oh, it's like corrupted Shadowbringer.
Give me the strength to shatter these bonds.
Unbreakable will. Call upon the power of the Ashbringer to break free from Balnazar's control.
You cannot fight my will. You are mine. Very well. This will be a fine test.
Will it?
Know that I am Balnazar. Know that you are here because I will it. You live because I will it. And you will serve. You think me so foolish?
Actually, like doing so much damage, he's like skipping dialogue. That's so sad. We don't even fucking have gear on. Like, what the fuck? I'm literally wearing like fucking cosmetic gear, effectively. I mean, it has stats, but.
Never again will that damn blade slay my brethren. You will die.
No.
You think this is over, Paladin? Our journey together has just...
Where is Balnazar? Is he in Shadowland or Legion?
You must come quickly. Tyrion called for you by name. I fear he does not have long for this world. Hurry!
Obviously a main character in Classic. And TBC and stuff. Or in, Warcraft 3, I guess.
We have to get out of here before more demons come. Quickly, the High Lord is just outside the temple.
Balnazar is one of the many demons across the portal inside Tombstar Garrus to attack the forces of Azeroth. When Tyrion was captured, Balnazar later led an attack against the conclave priests of Netherlight Temple, and the Knights of the Silver Hand arrived to aid the priest in his defense. As Balnazar began to summon once demons, Dreadlord infused with light named Lothraxian, High Commander. Hold on, let's do this first.
You must wield the blade. You must stop the Legion. You must become the Ashbringer.
Oh, way ahead of you, buddy.
You will be missed, brother.
Damn.
We must go to Light's Hope Chapel at once. High Lord Fordring deserves to be put to rest among the ancient heroes of the light buried there. At your service.
I owe you my life. We all do. We must put High Lord Tyrion to rest. There's but one place suitable for Paladin of his caliber. Light's Hope Sanctum, a secret bastion of the light hidden underneath our chapel. Paladins the world over will join us for the ceremony. I know Tyrion would want you there, most of all.
You can always...
We gave everything for the Ashbringer. You gave everything. Tyrion would be proud to see you wielding that blade.
Fucking so cool, man. There's some artifacts that are like fucking pretty lame, to be honest. Like, honestly, I feel like all the Blood DK ones. But then you get the Ashbringer and Doomhammer, and some of them are just so well done. And then they made like completely new ones, like Aluneth and Xalatath. Like, those are really good too. Now we're back. Anything? Did I miss anything?
How are you?
Should I sell this gear? Might want to hang on to it. Just in case. Don't think there's gonna be a just in case, but
See you later.
I'm surprised this is still. Oh no, it's been reset. I didn't even do that. Okay. I'm gonna say it doesn't feel very loud. Yeah, so seemingly now this is the actual zone with that modification to it. So that's just great.
will prevail.
It is fitting that you are here. Time and again, you have fought to save our world. Now I fear I must ask you to undertake an even greater act of service. The Paladins of Azeroth must stand united behind a single leader. With Tyrion's passing, you are the one most worthy to wear the mantle of High Lord. If you agree to accept this duty, inscribe your name into the Librum of Ancient Kings, and I will address the masses on your behalf. The Order of the Silver Hand is reborn, with you as its champion.
Take care of yourself out there. These fine men and women need a leader. Your deeds prove you are the clear choice to bear that burden. Come, I will address them on your behalf.
Right. Fucking Christ.
Paladins of Azeroth, you've gathered to mourn the loss of High Lord Tyrion Fordring. Many of you look to him as an ideal, the paragon of what we all strive to be. Let us observe a moment of silence for a great soldier, leader, and friend. In the light, we are one, brother. Always. Inscribe your name into the Librum of Ancient Kings, so that we may begin the ceremony. You all know the noble deeds of the champion at my side. This hero has been chosen by the light to succeed Tyrion as High Lord. Under our new leader, this order shall become a mighty weapon brought to bear against the Legion. We must stand together against the coming darkness. We must cast aside the shackles of race and kingdom.
Oh, look who it is.
We must unite as one.
The Blood Knights stand by you, High Lord. Azeroth will not fall.
We pledge ourselves to your cause, High Lord. On this day, the Order of the Silver Hand is reborn. Together, Sargeras himself shall shatter it our might.
This has got to be like one of the most epic ones. I'll tell you, the Death Knight one is fucking awesome. It's really, really, really cool. But so much of the cool stuff takes place after you're level 50, so or 45, I guess.
At your service.
Doesn't work for leveling. We've done it, High Lord. The Order of Silverhand is reborn. I think we are ready to reintroduce ourselves to the Legion on the Broken Isles. Lord Grayson Shadowbreaker has volunteered to help coordinate our forces on the ground. You should speak with him immediately, High Lord.
May the light Shadowbreaker will be expecting you. This way.
Okay, I'm gonna get out of here for a bit. We will be back and we'll finish this up, and hopefully next episode we'll also be getting the rep we need, and we'll see how this all looks. I don't know how much is left on this, but we definitely have at least one more episode anyway. So thanks for watching. This was great. I love this Paladin stuff, and we got Ashbringer. Might just stick with this, honestly. I wonder if I could refund this weapon. Is there a vendor here? Let me see if I can do that real quick. I'll try to get those 5 things back, because this is way cooler.
The High Lord would like to peruse the reconnaissance you've gathered on the Broken Isles.
There's a lot of cool characters here, honestly. Any vendors? I know there's somebody. This used to be our main. I know there's stuff here. 5 daily quests. Disagree. Well, anyway, I guess we have to set it up first, so. Yeah, there's Gidwin and stuff. So anyway, thanks for watching. We'll see you guys in the next one.